For me, one of the things in sports that I've always cherished and looked at and, just really valued above a lot of other things is longevity. I've always felt like if you can play at a high level in a sport for a long, long time, that's going to make you, and that's going to put you in some rare air and categories that it's going to allow you to jump categories, jump spaces, whatever you want to call it. Never in my life did I dream, first of all, that longevity could not help you, unless you're, just riding the bench forever. But I mean, like I said, that happens. But I've never dreamed longevity could actually hurt you, could actually hurt your career. But along comes LeBron James to once again prove us wrong in a number of areas that we wish we were never wrong about. His longevity continues to just be a curse to him as we continue to ask ourselves, how does he have this much talent, this much longevity, been around this long, been around this many great players, and not done more? I'm just going to say it. So, the big trade happened. 3 teams were involved. The biggest thing is Luka Doncic is going to the Lakers and Anthony Davis is going to the Dallas Mavericks. Why the Dallas Mavericks made this move, I don't know. That's kind of beside the point I want to make today, but Dallas is just freaking stupid for doing that. He's 25 years old. He's only going to get better. I know there's questions about his conditioning. That's fair. But to sit here and act like he's never going to do the right thing conditioning-wise, the guy's a competitor. The guy's a killer. He's gonna get there. He's gonna do what he needs to do. He's European. He probably doesn't understand a lot what the Americans are trying to tell him, I would imagine. And I think he'll get there. I mean, and that's a risk you have to take, because the upside to him is so good. Worrying about him not being in the best shape in the world, while indefensible, while I'll always, hold a higher place for people who take care of themselves correctly, you don't get rid of Luka Doncic for that. You don't trade a 25-year-old Luka Doncic for a 31-year-old Anthony Davis for that. And then their other quote that I read from the Dallas Mavericks organization was, "We believe defense wins championships." Maybe 20 years ago, the NBA defense has basically been outlawed, legislated out. The days of, picking up an end-of-the-line Dennis Rodman like the Bulls did, and that turned out to be a huge piece to another three-peat. Those days are gone. It's not going to happen. So, to the Dallas Mavericks fans, I hate it for you. As a Panthers fan, as a Hornets fan, I've unfortunately had to watch my teams make a lot of really bad decisions. Of course, we've never seen anybody do the likes of Luka Doncic sent down the river for nothing. So, I hate it for you guys. But the organization, the people that run the organization, are a bunch of dumbasses. That's all there is to it. As far as LeBron and the Lakers, I mean, good Lord, how many all-time greats in their prime is this guy going to play with in his career? Why does he not have 15 championships? I mean, good Lord, look at, they want to put him in the GOAT conversation. He might fall out of the top 10. I had him about 8th or 9th, personally, which is good. You can consider the number of greats that have played the game of basketball. I mean, he's good. He's one of the best ever, but he just falls seemingly day after day after day with every new longevity accomplishment. You just have to wonder, where's the results? Why haven't they been there? Why is this Lakers team always in the play-in tournament with him putting up all these numbers and him and AD putting up all these numbers? So basically, I guess Anthony Davis wasn't enough. He's 31 years old, 10-time All-Star. Not to be confused with some of the other 10-time All-Stars he's played with, like Chris Bosh for 2 of his 2 Heat championships. Dwayne Wade was on those teams. I think he's made 13 All-Stars. Kyrie, I believe, already has 10 All-Stars and counting, who he won the championship with Cleveland, who iced the series winning 3. And Kevin Love made like 5 All-Star teams. Luka Doncic has already made 5 All-Star teams. He's 25 years old. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting silly. Just the number of people. So he's basically swapped out Anthony Davis for a 6-year younger model of Carr. And like I said, I know Anthony plays some great defense, but defense is not very valuable in the NBA right now. And it sucks that it's that way, but that's the way it is. So they got rid of him, and somehow for basically nothing, they gave away a first-round draft pick. They still have another first-round draft pick from somewhere else that they didn't give away. Why Dallas is that stupid I mean, this has, we're trying to help LeBron to help these ratings written all over it. I wonder how much the league had to do with this. LeBron's a stain on the league, and he cannot go away fast enough. I mean, goodness gracious. So, like I said, with Anthony Davis, now Luka Doncic, who knows? If he plays another 3 or 4 years with Luka, he might get this magical 6 championships like Michael Jordan did. But he'll do it in about twice as much time, not literally, but I mean, it feels like twice as much time, with far, far better players. Luka Doncic is a scoring champion already. I mean, and now this is the guy he's going to play his last years with. I mean, like I said, the best player Michael Jordan ever played with was a very good Scottie Pippen, who played great defense at a time when defense was very good. When the defense was great, actually. They were holding people under 100 points a night. The league score was under 100 points a night. It was very valuable. Scottie made 7 All-Star teams. Like I said, that's less than the majority of people that LeBron James has already won championships with. That's the one superstar that Michael Jordan won championships with, as well as, like I said, an end of the line Dennis Rodman, who was already 3 or 4 years past his best years. Yet he still was valuable enough that that's all Michael needed for another three-peat to win 6. It's just, you just can't help but wonder how LeBron keeps getting these people getting away with this. I mean, he's sitting there now, like I said, this guy's a scoring champion. He led the league in scoring. The only thing Scottie Pippen ever led the league in is number of soon-to-be ex-wives that are fixing to get boinked by his teammate's son. Actually, I'm sure that's happened a lot in the NBA. The NBA is very, very loose with that sort of thing with each other and each other's wives, so I'm sure that has happened. And I don't really want to think about it, to be honest with you. But yeah, the fact that Michael Jordan's son was able to get with Scottie's ex-wife, despite the massive age difference, and date her for a while, I think that should add to his GOAT case. LeBron James' son, Bronny, is an embarrassment to the game of basketball. He's very, very bad. He's not done anything remotely interesting. So when it comes to the son thing, you have to give a check to Michael on that one. So if you want more proof that Michael's the GOAT, his son boinked his greatest teammate's wife. Yeah, that's pretty damn awesome. But as far as LeBron goes, good Lord, exit stage left already. You've killed the league. You've killed any interest in the league. Ratings are down so bad since you took it over. Michael passed the torch to Kobe. Kobe passed it to you, and you have done jack with it. It's time to get out of the way and let these new kids see if they can do anything, because good Lord, you ain't. As far as interest is concerned, as far as being interesting, as far as being somebody people can actually want to watch and, want to actually take time to be interested in. Just to have this sheer number of great players that you've played with and have 4 championships to show for it. I mean, good Lord. I said Michael Jordan played with 1 All-Star his whole career. What is this now for LeBron as far as people that have been on the teams at the same time with him as their All-Stars? Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, by the way, made like 10 All-Star teams, and he sunk the big shot in Game 6 to keep the series going against San Antonio in 2013. So he's had those 3 in Miami. He had Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving when he won his 1 championship in Cleveland. Kyrie turned out to be a cold-blooded assassin in that series, outplayed Steph Curry, which was the key to the series. And then he's had Anthony Davis, and now he's got Luka Doncic. I mean, good Lord, you look at his list of teammates that he's had in their primes. I mean, you could have like an all-decade team, probably, or an all-mid-2010s to 2020s. You talk, or maybe a little bit before that, but I mean, you got, Kyrie and Dwayne Wade at the guard spots. And then for the big guys, you got Anthony Davis. And then for the stretch big guys, you got Chris Bosh and Luka Doncic and Kevin Love. I mean, good Lord. That team alone could just wipe out the entire league. But that's who he's played for. And he's supposed to be our GOAT. No, we have our GOAT. His name's Michael Jordan. We've also had Bill Russell, Kareem, Kobe, Larry, Magic, Tim Duncan. who's better. Hakeem Olajuwon, who's top 5 in my opinion, does not get the credit he deserves. If I had Jerry West and Elgin Baylor, I'd take either of them, to be honest with you. I mean, give me a break. It's just stop. It's enough. Leave, LeBron. Leave. Please. Leave us. Get out of here. We're done. We want to watch some real basketball again. We don't like your brand of basketball. We never liked it. And your legacy would be that of running this league into the ground. Luka, do the best thing ever and go back to Europe and completely screw the Lakers over. If you do that, you'll be an American hero. Come back in 5 years and you will not have to pay to go anywhere in this country that you want. Go back to Europe, go back to the Euro leagues, screw the Lakers, screw LeBron over. Do it. You will be loved forever. God bless America.